Hey everybody, Demon here with NosietoglaG.
Hey everybody.
We're doing another Minecraft video. Today, we're making something called the Cactus engine. Tell them about it.
Alright, so this Cactus engine, or commonly known as a Cactus generator, it requires all of your blocks you see here. This block here is just your structural block or whatever you decide to make it out of. You'll need a storage system in case if you want to transport off your cactus somewhere. You'll need a slime block because there is a secondary machine added to this machine. You can use glass or any other block for your storage chute that goes into your chest. I'm going to use stained glass, and of course you need the cactus and the sand, or else you won't get no cactus. You're going to need some pistons for the zero-tick machinery. You're going to need some redstone and a lot of redstone bits you see here, and it all needs to be within one single chunk. And I have marked a starting block to where we're going to start building our machine. So with that, any further ado, let's go ahead and crack on it. So first off, you need to build a 3x4 block here. First, you need to grab some redstone, and you can go ahead and get your pistons set up too. So you go ahead and get just a stream down this way. Do not put a piston here, because if you do that, you're going to mess it up. So instead, you're going to put the pistons there on each side. You know, you can do it this way or you can do it alternatively, but the main thing is do not put a piston here. Or here for that matter. I mean, you can put it here. I just like the way it looks better like this. So next up, you're going to go ahead and set up your zero-tick machinery. We'll go ahead and get these set up right here. So now you're going to take a block here. You're going to put a little redstone torch here. Well, actually, I need to move back one. Alright, there we go. So you just set a redstone torch here, and another one here. And what that did, you're going to see a very quick pulse, but it will stop. And it won't be, let's see, in Bedrock Edition, it's not going to be a long enough pulse to extend the pistons. I really hope they fix that soon. So there is the you'll need a repeater there, facing that way. You'll need another redstone block, redstone knob here. And you'll actually need some kind of input. For this, I'm going to use a lever. There we go. And to connect it all up, and as you see, if you unflick the lever, it's just going to go haywire. There we go. So now we got that out the way, we'll actually start building the machine itself. So you're going to take a little bit of sand and a little bit of stone. Do not put any block under this extended pistons. Do not put a block there. That means it won't work if you do. So you're just going to do something like this. It's easier if you put a block on the front end of this, so when it works, the sand won't be, it won't get pushed around or nothing. So it'll always go here and back and forth. So I prefer to put a block on all sides of the sand. You don't have to, but you can. That's just my preference. And so you're going to do it again to the other side. We're going to go ahead and put that stone there. I'm going to put your sand, your stone here, and on top of that. And now, since we're done with the main machinery, you can go ahead and start building the actual cactus parts. And I'm going to go ahead and finish that before I start on that. Alright, so now we need to put not one, but two cactus blocks. For the way the redstone acts in this game, sometimes I think you could do it with one block, but I think just in Bedrock you need two, like a stack of two blocks. For this. And now, since we've done that, we're going to go ahead and start doing what I'm going to call the collection chamber. And this is going to be the platform on which your cactus will fall down. Because if you just leave it like it was before we start putting this in, it's just going to be a mess. So you want it to be more organized than that. So now we start building the little platform. We need to start making it into a pod. So go ahead and start placing your blocks. It needs to be a 2-block high gap like that, and you're just going to build it all around like so.
There we go.
And now that you've done that, you can go ahead and start placing your cactus down. And a lot of time, and you can do this as you're building. You can go ahead and put your cactus down as soon as you put the sand on, because the sand will automatically You know, the cactus will grow over time as you're building this machine. And if you're slow like me, it'll actually fully grow before you even finish it. So you can go ahead and take your water, and if you see on this side where you have your input switch or all your redstone circuitry, you want to go ahead and put it on this side. Put two buckets of water, one in these two corners, and you want it flowing out this side here. So if you go ahead and break that block just far enough to where it won't leak over. And now this is the part where you can go ahead and make your collection chute. So I'm going to put my chest down. I like to put it in the ground like that and just do it like that. And so now if you can just take this here and then do that. And then I like to alternate it. It makes it look better in my opinion. You can do that, and then you can go ahead and put that there. And there we go, it's all checkered. It's got a huge checkering pattern. Now for safety on this, I like to kind of make a wall here so the water won't interfere with your redstone. On this side at least, so you just be careful whenever you're trying to do it like that. So I like to put that stained glass there so I can actually see in my machine without having to jump up here or anything.
Hey, Nosy.
Yeah?
You forgot to put the hopper.
Oh yeah, and the hopper. So if you want to, you can go ahead and just blip, blip, and go ahead and put your hopper in, and then you're done with that. And now you're pretty much done with the cactus farm. So when you just turn it on, you're going to let it go for a second. And you just come on over this side. Then if you break those down, it would actually fall apart and then into the machine. So now you know it actually works. So now we need to go ahead, and I like to call this the assistance system. A little bit harder to say, but now well, you know, it's just my wording. You can say however you want. So we can just go ahead and do this. I'm going to need some redstone torches, a repeater, a comparator. We will need 2 hoppers, a block of redstone, and you can use sticky pistons for this clock we're going to make, but I prefer to just use regular pistons. So if you go down here, you're going to go ahead and take yourself some structural blocks, and you can put one here. You don't have to, but you can. And I'm just going to do this to where the hoppers are going to be facing into each other. Actually, I need to back them up a block. But the main thing is they need to be facing into each other. And the reason why is because when we start doing this, it's going to actually just... Actually, I had it right the first time. So if we do that, and then... Oh, I see. Never mind. So this part is pretty much the only part that can actually stay outside of the chunk here. So we're going to do that. Because it's not part of the mass machinery we just made. This is part of the secondary machinery to where it actually doesn't matter if it's outside of that chunk range. And we're just going to put a piston here and our piston here. We need a redstone block. Go ahead and put that there. And we're going to put a block there and a redstone bit there. So now you've got that figured out. You need to figure out how long you want that circuit for. For this, I found it was just easier just to do, let's see, what would be the easiest thing to find in the world? Maybe sticks, I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe sticks. So if we take sticks, and I'm just going to put 5 in this hopper on the left here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now that, as soon as I did that, the piston extended. And that's fine. That's all fine and dandy. So now we're going to put a little redstone drop there. Going to put a sticky piston there. I need a block there. And I need a repeater there. Going into another block. You're going to take your redstone torches. Going to put one there on top of this here. Going to put another redstone torch here. Another block. And this is where you start. This is what would be called a redstone torch ladder. So, if we did that, it actually needs to go up one more, I believe. Yeah. So So I made a mistake. This wall here needs to actually be 3 high, not 2 high. Actually, it does need to be 2 high, sorry. Because that is where we're going to stick the redstone stuff onto. Alright, so if we do this, and then you're going to take your block, and then you're going to put it like that. You can get rid of that block if you want to. I would prefer to. And then this is where you're going to start running your redstone stuff. So you can go ahead and just run it across through here and to right here. And you'll do the same on the other side. Just make sure they stop at the same block across from each other. You're going to go ahead and take your sticky piston, and you're going to need a slime block and stick on the end of that. And what this will do is, when we stick our blocks on the end like that, when that piston extends, it's going to move all 3 of these blocks that are in front of it, and will force the cactus bits that drop onto it. And I'll give you an example. And there you go. Basically what happens is any cactus blocks or drops that get stuck on this will eventually get forced off of it and into the chute. So now, that is all.
Well, this thing is just... I could not have built this. This is crazy. So...
Yeah, I know. And give or take, if we let it run for let's say 1 minute, you'll just see how crazy it is. Alright, so we've run this machine for a minute, and as you can see in the chest, 45 pieces of cactus. That is insane for a minute drop. And on a zero-tick farm, maybe not that bad. Of course, you can always expand this, but there's a lot of problems with water and whatnot. But if you can just build multiple machineries, and I've actually built one to where it was like this, but way farther out. And apparently it actually works along that side. So apparently as long as like, from what I understood, as long as like this mainstream, like this middle piece here, isn't stuck between 2 different chunks, I think you'll be okay.
So yeah, this was the Cactus engine. Well, I hope everybody that's watching this enjoys it. If you did, think about leaving a like, a comment, or hey, even subscribing. It really helps us out. So yeah, thank you for watching.
See you guys.
Bye bye.